Hello everyone, Mr. Kaczynski here with you. We're going to go through the 3.6 practice your skills solutions, trying to cram one more thing here for myself into a very busy Wednesday. Let me share my screen. All right, here we go. We've got give the equation that each picture models. Okay, not too much of a problem for us here, I don't think. We've got x and x on the left, so we'll call that 2x. Got our equal sign in the middle, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the right. So that's the equation. No need to solve it. That's not what we're being asked to do right now, just to write the equation that's modeled. All right, on B, change up my color. We got the 1x, and I guess those would be like 2 pennies there, equal to 5 pennies on the right, and that's our equation. On C, we have the 2 cups with an unknown number of pennies in there. Call that 2x. We have -1 pennies there. It's tough to do in real life, isn't it? And then we got 3 on the right. So 2x minus 1 equals 3. And then this last one, we got 2 on the left equals 2x minus 3 on the right. All right, number 2, copy and fill in the table. So first off, what equation does this represent? Well, we've got 2x minus 2 equals 4. They say to add 2 to both sides. Okay, so I guess over here on the left, I'm going to make my picture. So I got my scale. Kind of looks like that. I got my 2 cups. I got my 2 -1s. Oops, I'm going to do those in rectangles there. And I've got my +1s over here. I'll just do like this. And then I got to add 2. Okay, so I just add 2 over here, 2 pennies. Not the best drawings I've ever done. I'll add 2 pennies over here. All right, as far as the equation goes, that would be 2x minus 2. And then we just added 2 pennies on the left. Then we've got the 4 that we originally had, and then we added 2 on the right. All right, what's next? How about, looks like this has been simplified. So these 2 +1s cancel out with these 2 -1s and just left us there with the 2 cups on the left. So I'm just going to say simplify. Some might say combine like terms, but I'm just going to say simplify. So that's just the 2 cups on the left, because -2 plus 2 is 0. And then now all of a sudden we got 6 pennies on the right. Okay, divide both sides by 2. Okay, what would that picture look like? It would be the same as the last one, where we've got the 2 cups. And we've got the 6 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when we divide by 2, I'll just probably do a dotted line right there, kind of divide this by 2 like so. That gives us that new equation, and then simplify it. So we know that 2x over 2 would just be x, and we know 6 over 2 would be 3. Or if you divide this in half over here, oops, it's a little bit big, not the best scale. We're just going to have the 1 cup. That was the point, to get it down to 1 cup. And then we've just got the 3 coins when we divided that in half. All right. Next up, give the next stages of the equation. Okay, so if we subtract 12 from both sides, that would be 0.1x plus 12 minus 12 equals 2.2 minus 12. Combining like terms, that would get rid of the 12 minus 12. That's would just be 0. So we just have 0.1x equals, and then 2.2 minus 12. So 2.2 minus 12 gives us negative 9.8. Divide both sides by 0.1. So we're going to take that equation, 0.1x, and we're going to divide it by 0.1. And we'll take the right side, the negative 9.8, and we'll divide that by 0.1 as well. On the left, when we simplify, we'll get x. And on the right, negative 9.8 divided by 0.1. Uh-oh. Oops. Negative 9.8 divided by 0.1 equals negative 98. And that's the solution to the equation. The steps with the red, I usually don't show them. I'll show that when I get to number 4. Multiply both sides by 3, and then I see there's no subtraction or no simplify. So I think I'm just going to do this. Okay, when I multiply both sides by 3, on the left I'll get 3.1 or 12 plus 3.12x, and on the right I'll get negative 300. And then when I subtract 12 from both sides, the 12 will disappear on the right, and I'll get negative 300, or on the left rather, and I'll get negative 312 on the right. Let's get rid of the combining like terms. I mean, I already did it. Negative 300 and negative 12 together make negative 312. Divide both sides. I'm going to get rid of this too. Divide both sides by 3.12. Okay, well, 3.12x divided by 3.12 is just x, and negative 312 divided, negative 312 divided by 3.12, you guessed it, negative 100. Solve these equations and tell what action you take at each stage. Okay, well, I'm going to divide both sides by 144. Divide both sides by 144. There, I just told you what action I'm taking. 12 divided by 144 is that number, but if you hit math, enter, 12 over 144 is 1/12. So that's the solution. Again, I'll say the step. I'm not going to bother writing it down, or this video is going to get too long. I divided both sides by 144. On B, first step, subtract 2 from both sides. Subtract 2 from both sides. Second step, multiply both sides by 6. I'll say that again, multiply both sides by 6. So there's all my steps. You should be writing those steps out. But like I said, if I write them out, making this video is going to take way too long, and I don't want to lose you. C. Let's subtract 5 from both sides. Subtract 5 from both sides, and then multiply both sides by 8. So this is called like the mastery method, where I'm not actually showing where I go -5 to both sides or times 8 on both sides. I just do it. Now this one I might show a little bit more work. I'm going to, first step, add 2/3 to both sides. Add 2/3 to both sides. Don't be fooled. I'm just adding 2/3 to both sides. That's all I did. 4/6 is 2/3. That gives me 9/6, which I'll simplify and make it 3/2. And then my next step is going to be, I know some people might want to say divide by 7, but I'm going to multiply by 1/7. Multiply by 1/7. That'll give me x equals 3 over 14. X equals 3/14. All right, on E, let's subtract 75 from both sides. Subtract 75 from both sides. 47 minus 75 is -28. -28, and then I'm going to divide both sides by -9. I know this is going to be a fraction. 3 1/9, or 28/9. Can't be simplified. Well, other than getting rid of the negative signs, of course. One more, the steps, 2 of them. Subtract 14 from both sides. Negative 29 minus 14 is negative 43. And then divide both sides by 11, which is not going to be able to be simplified, so we'll just leave it as negative 43/11. If you don't trust me, you can just type it in. And then hit math, enter, enter. There it is, negative 43/11. Additive inverses. What number added to these numbers will give you 0? Negative 1/5 plus 1/5 is 0. Negative 17 plus 17 is 0. 2.3 plus negative 2.3 is 0. And x plus negative x is 0. So those are additive inverses. And we use additive inverses for most of the first steps to solve these equations. So those are additive inverses. Okay, that's all I got for you. 3.6, practice your skills. I hope that helped. Make sure to ask me or Mrs. Kraft any questions if you have them. Have a good one.